The product and quotient rules. If we have, for example, the first question, and he said differentiate this function f of x equals x cosine x. Here we have two functions, which is u of x and g of x. U of x represented by x and g of x represented by cosine x. This is like a type for these questions. And we need to find the first derivative. How can we find it? F dash of x represented by the derivative of the first part, which is 1, by g of x, by cosine x, plus the first function, which is u of x, as it is, by the derivative of the second function, which is negative sine x. Then it becomes cosine x minus x sine x. What about this question, which is the second one? If we have f of x equals 3x plus 1 all squared times, for example, 4x minus 5. Also, we have two functions multiplied to each other. Okay, then let's determine this is the first one and this is the second one. To find the first derivative, you need to find the derivative of the first part times the second function, then make addition process and put the first part as it is times the derivative of the second part. Then to differentiate this part, it becomes 2 by, then subtracting 1 from the exponent by what? By 3x plus 1 times the derivative of this function, which is 3, right? Then times 3 times this function, which is 4x minus 5. Once again, dropping the exponent, after that subtracting 1 and put the function as it is, and then the derivative of this part, which is 3x plus 1, the derivative of this part becomes 3 times 4x minus 5. And we're gonna deal with this part plus the first part, which is 3x plus 1 squared times the derivative of the second part, which is times 4. Then this part becomes 2 by 3 becomes 6, right? 6 by 3x plus 1 times 4x minus 5 plus 4 times this part. Then 3x plus 1 squared becomes what? Becomes 9x squared plus 6x plus 1 times 4. After that, we're gonna be in this situation. Then here we have 6 by 3x plus 1 by 4x minus 5. Then 3x by 4x becomes 12x squared. Then 3x minus 5 becomes negative 15x, right?
Yes.
After that, 1 by 4x becomes 4x, and 1 by negative 5 becomes negative 5, plus 4 by 9 becomes 36x squared, and 4 by 6x becomes 24x, and then 4 by 1 becomes 4, right?
Yes.
Then 6 by 12 becomes what? Using your own calculator, 6 by 12 becomes, I think, 27. Oh, I'm sorry, 72. 72x squared minus then 15 by 6 becomes 90, then negative 90x, and then 6 by 4 becomes 24x. And we can deal with this part directly, like negative 15x and 4x becomes negative 11, then it becomes negative 66, right? Okay, and this part becomes negative 66x, and then negative 30 plus 36x squared plus 24x plus 4. After that, adding like terms such as 72 and 36 becomes 72 and 36 becomes 108, then 108x squared, and negative 66 with 24 becomes negative 42, right? Negative 42x, and negative 30 plus 4 becomes negative.
Negative 26.
That's it. Is it difficult? A little bit. A little bit.
The first part.
Okay. F of x equal u of x by g of x. To find the derivative, it becomes, and focus with me, the derivative of the first, u dash of x, by the second, g of x, plus the derivative of the second, which is g dash of x, by u of x. What about if you do it like that? F dash of x equals the first, as it is, by the derivative of the second, plus the second times the derivative of the second, of the first. This is right and this is right, because the addition process is commutative, right?
Yeah.
Then this part equal to this one, and this one equal to this one. This term equals to this term, and this term equals to this term. This is the rule if you have two functions, such as, another example, the third one, f of x equals, for example, x by e power x. This is function and this is function. Then it becomes what? The derivative of the first one by the second plus the derivative of the second by the first, right? Then it becomes e power x plus x e power x. This is f dash of x. Another example, which is, this is the third, and what about the fourth? If we have f of x equals x squared minus 3 by sine x, for example, then you're going to differentiate the first, it becomes 2x by the second, sine x, plus the derivative of the second, which is cosine x, by this term, which is x squared minus 3. And then it becomes, here we have 2x sine x, and then plus x squared cosine x minus 3 cosine x. We're going to put this one in the first, like x squared cosine x plus 2x sine x minus 3 cosine x. Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay. What about the quotient rule? What about the quotient rule? F of x equals, for example, x plus 3, or x squared plus 3 over x cubed minus 1. In this scenario, we can use two methods, which is the first one, the chain rule, or the quotient rule. Okay? You can use this one or this one. Let's start with the quotient rule. F dash of x equals the denominator, as it is, x cubed minus 1, by the derivative of numerator, which is by 2x, minus the numerator, like x squared plus 3, times the derivative of the denominator, which is 3x squared, divided by x cubed minus 1, just only square the denominator. Got it?
Yes.
Once again, the denominator as it is, times the derivative of the numerator, minus, in this scenario, the numerator as it is, times the derivative of the denominator, and after that, square the denominator. And I'll share with you the rule right now. This is the rule to save it simply. Like denominator by derivative of numerator minus numerator times derivative of denominator, and then you're gonna square the denominator. This is how to derivative using, like to differentiate using a quotient rule. Okay, got the idea?
Can I take a picture of it?
Sure.
The
Okay. Let's deal with another question such as f of x equals, and by the way, you're gonna يعني, make it in the suitable form, like this is a mess, right? You're gonna like dealing with this part, like let me make it better than that. 2x by x cubed becomes 2x power 4 minus 2x minus, then I'll multiply these two values, like 3x squared by x squared becomes 3x power 4, and 3x squared by 3 becomes 9, but in this scenario becomes negative 9x squared. Got it? Over x cubed minus 1 all power 2. Then here we have 2x power 4 and negative 3x power 4. The result should be negative x power 4, and then here we have negative 9x squared, and then minus 2x over x cubed minus 1 all squared. Clear? Okay.
Do I need to square the denominator?
You can, but no need يعني.
Okay.
F of x equals 3x squared over sine x. And we need to find f dash of x. Now we need to find f dash of x. As we said before, the denominator by the derivative of numerator by 6x minus numerator by derivative of denominator divided by sine x squared, which is sine squared x or sine x all squared. Both are similar. Like you can write it sine squared x equals to sine x all squared. Got it? Is it difficult?
A bit.
A bit. Right. You need to focus about the rules. Like if you have f of x equals u of x by g of x. Simply, to find the first derivative, it becomes u of x by g dash of x plus u dash of x by g of x. Like the first as it is, and then differentiate the second, plus differentiate the first, after that put the second as it is. Like u of x, g of x, u of x, g of x, dash, dash. Once with g, once with u. Got this part?
Yeah.
This is product. This is product.
Is this rule in the formula sheet, or do I have to?
I don't remember, Lily. Check it, please. Here we have u of x over g of x. To differentiate it, g of x by derivative of u of x minus u of x by derivative of g of x over g of x squared. In this question, he said use the product rule to compute the derivative of the function. Here he mentioned that you need to use the product rule. Then this is u of x and this is g of x. And y dash equals derivative of the first becomes 2x plus 3 times the second, which is 2x minus 1, plus the first, which is x squared plus 3x times the derivative of the second, which is 2x. I'm sorry, which is 2, just only 2. Okay, then after that, just only arrange the situation and put it in the suitable method, which is 2x by 2x becomes 4x squared, and then 2x times negative 2x, then 3 by 2x becomes 6x, and then 3 by -1 becomes -3, right? Plus 2 by x squared, 2x squared, 2 by 3x becomes 6x. After that, like arranging the situation, here we have 2x squared and 4x squared, 6x squared. -2x, 6x, 4x, and 6x becomes 10x, right? Because -2 with 6, 4, and 6, 10, then 10x. -3, just only -3. This is the final result, right?
I'm a bit confused.